Can someone please tell me why it's so hard to find a normal 9 to 5 job in 2024?
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I feel like no matter what the job is, they all want you to have a bachelor's degree, 1 to 3 years experience, and the pay is like 20 to 22 an hour.
Mic check, mic check. This is the Midwest Perspective, your corn-loving commentator, and today we're going to be talking all things job market. It seems like the market is not getting any better. It's getting worse. I am so glad I didn't graduate a year or two ago to get into this market, but there's fake jobs, there's insanity going on all across the market. So let's talk about it. I've got some great clips here. As always, consider subscribing. 1 to 2% of you do, and if you do, it'll help fill my corn-filled heart. All right, let's hop into it.
I just don't think that no one's just talking about this enough, bro. Can someone please tell me why it's so hard to find a normal 9 to 5 job in 2024? Can somebody please tell me that? I'm going to tell y'all something. I used to work at Chick-fil-A last year, right? I worked there from October to probably, I'm going to say around April or something like that. And then basically I got fired for a reason I'm not going to talk about. And then I'm thinking that, hey, this is just a little time to just decide what I want to do in life, because that was my senior year of high school. Now I graduated. Now I'm just trying to find me a new job. Tell me why I went on Indeed, put in so many applications, and did not get a single job. Not a single one. I'm talking about I applied at Starbucks. I applied at Wendy's. I applied at Car Wash. I applied at Subway, McDonald's. The list goes on. I applied at almost every fast food place that you could ever think of. And I did not get a call back from any last one of them. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all this. I got an email back from Starbucks saying that they're full, they're not hiring, but come on, bro. And I'm saying it'd be the restaurants and businesses that be having saying that the word hire sign out front of their store, out front of their business, be the main ones not calling back. I mean, if y'all are putting up the word hiring sign, ain't the whole point of that is to accept applications or at least give emails or calls back? I'm going to just tell y'all that trying to find a job in 2024 is not for the weak, but I'm going to tell y'all that right now.
I really feel like I'm never gonna get a job again. Like, I'm so scared because, like, I have been unemployed for 3 months. I'm not eligible for unemployment because I just moved here. I am so stressed out. Like, this has never happened to me before. Like, I've always had a job. Like, I was an honor student, like third in my class, so successful in high school and college. And I have a bachelor's degree in poli-sci. I have 2 years of experience in mental health. I'm a great worker. I'm so organized, but nobody will even give me an interview. And I was crying on the phone with my mom because I was like, what if I literally can't find a job? Like, I've been applying for months. Like, I literally can't find anything. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I just gonna live with my parents for the rest of my life? Because, like, I'm not kidding you, I literally cannot get an interview anywhere. And I have applied to hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs in the past few months. I literally don't know what to do. Like, I'm genuinely so scared. Like, I really am terrified. Like, I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but, like, I am a good candidate. I don't know what's happening.
If you've done 100 applications for entry-level roles and you're not hearing back, there's either something wrong with your resume or you just need to go find someone who has a connection and can get you in it. At the end of the day, relationships are all that matter, especially nowadays. Anyone can go onto Indeed, press a button, and apply. The ATS machine will just read your resume, tell them, that guy might be good, that person might not be. And that's why you have so many overqualified people in these entry-level, teenage-level roles. Because these people are either in between jobs themselves or other reasons, and the managers don't want to have any risk. So what do? They just put those older folks in that should be teenage jobs. And if you're in a white collar space, if you've got the credentials, you either need to be focusing deeply on a select number of apps, or you need to just be pulling your network in tandem. That's the only way that you can really win in this market. You need someone who has an in, and you need to deeply craft those applications. You can't just doom apply everywhere. Trust me, it will not work.
This job market is absolutely insane right now. I just went to a developers conference to try to network and get my name out there. There is a sport company there that I've wanted to get into for the longest time. Talked to the HR person, they just so happen to have a product manager position probably being added this week. I was like, dude, sports runs my entire life. He said, well, this position is specifically looking for club volleyball. I said, perfect. I play competitive basketball. I know how these things work. I know how parents work. I know how the different clubs work. I know how different youth sports interact with one another. I know this industry. He's like, well, you don't have specific club volleyball experience. I'm like, dude, sports, I know everything inside and out of sports. I asked if I could talk to the hiring manager. He didn't feel comfortable sharing my contact information with the hiring manager because she was too busy and that I didn't have specific club volleyball experience. Like, what are we doing anymore? Like, seriously.
I don't think Americans are suddenly finding it harder to get a job and keep it. It's been like this for this whole year and a little bit of last year as well. People are prioritizing job stability. They're not moving from one company to the next or one job to the next, and therefore it's harder to break into a company because there's a lack of movement. We're at a standstill right now. And so, the unemployment rate's been pretty consistent. Yes, there's been some jobs being created, but not in all sectors. It's very, very difficult to find a job. You have people who are spending 5, 7, 12 months trying to land that job. And you also have people who are saying, hey, I'm keeping this job because I don't know if I can get another job. I have a lack of confidence in this economy.
That second clip, straight up preach into the choir here. I've got a very stable job. I'm very blessed, and I'm not moving until rates come down another 1 to 2 percentage points. I'm just waiting for Jerome to come in and say, you know what, we're dropping rates another 0.5%. Heck, maybe even another full percent, because then, and only then, will it start to become more of an employee market. All these perfect match jobs are so frustrating to deal with. It's like anyone who wants to do anything must have had this exact experience to come into this role, because God forbid you manage sports or you've done sports for a different sport in the same environment, you'll be total trash, garbage. It's so wild how strict these job apps have gotten.
I'm being so humbled by looking for service jobs in the 2024 job market. I'm currently having trouble finding work in the major I studied in college, so I've been applying to a ton of service jobs. I feel like no matter what the job is, they all want you to have a bachelor's degree, 1 to 3 years experience, and the pay is like $20 to $22 an hour. I also just got rejected from Whole Foods too, which is rough. I have experience working at a grocery store and my availability was pretty open, so maybe I somehow just scream red flags. But anyways, I just wanted to share my thoughts in case anyone else feels like they're getting humbled, and cheers to hoping to find a job so I can stay in San Francisco.
I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. I have been applying for jobs for like 6 months now, and I can't seem to land one job. Actually, I lied. I did land one job. The job I currently work with, it's shit though. Like, I only work 2 days out of the week, and they only schedule me for like 4 hours per shift. So you mean to tell me I'm not even working part-time, I'm working 8 hours. About 8 hours every week. That is not enough for me to even pay one single bill, damn near. Like, and it's sad because I feel like, is being a stay-at-home mom my calling or something? Like, are all these jobs not hiring me because it's a sign that I'm supposed to be a stay-at-home mom or something? I don't know, but I'm getting so mad because I'm broke and I can't do much for myself, let alone my daughter. And it's confusing because all these companies are claiming that they're hiring or they're urgently hiring. So I go to apply for them just for them to either not get back at me, like not get back to me at all. And I'm just left in the dust like, did I get it? Did I get an interview? Did I not get it? These companies don't even have the fucking decency to email you back and say that you didn't get the job. And then even when I do get an email back, it's always the same email. It's like all these companies are working for the same fucking people or something like that with their email responses. I get emails saying back, thank you so much for applying for our so-and-so position. But unfortunately, we've decided to move forward with other applicants. Why? What was wrong with me? Like, my resume is not bad, like, I have the experience in whatever job I've applied for. Even in the jobs that I don't have experience in, I'm like, but I applied for an entry-level job. So shouldn't I somewhat maybe get in like in-person interview for, an entry-level job? No, because even with the entry-level jobs, they still require you to have like 2-3 years of fucking experience. And I'm like, then how the fuck is it entry-level, bitch, if I'm having to have all this fucking experience? I can't work a fucking work-from-home job because I have no experience. I can't work a behavioral technician, even though there was a listing that said entry-level with training included. I can't do that one because they went with other applicants. And it's just so annoying. I can't help with the bills. I can't help to support my daughter if I was alone, like I'd have to solely rely on help from her dad or help from my family or maybe his family, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck to say about it. I'm 25 years old. Okay. I have experience in retail. I have experience in food right now. I have experience in construction. I've got a little bit of experience in security, I don't get what I'm doing wrong. My resume is fine. My communication skills are good. My customer service skills are pretty good. Like, I can't even work at a basic ass job at the mall, but y'all are saying that you're urgently hiring. So wouldn't you think that if you're urgently hiring, you're urgently looking for people to get to hire? So I don't understand what somebody else has more than me other than like experience in order to get a fucking mall job. I'm just over it at this point, honestly. Like, I'm frustrated. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit, bro. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. No, companies don't want me. I even tried applying for a fucking Planet Fitness, and they gave me a phone interview, asked me a bunch of questions that they don't normally ask you at a regular interview. And then she was like, okay, well, if we basically want to pursue you for an in-person interview, you'll get an email from us. So I was like, okay, cool. A day goes by, another day goes by, and I finally get an email. Mommy. And hold on, baby. And once again, it's the same email. Unfortunately, we've decided to pursue other applicants. Bitch, how do you not get hired to work at a gym? I don't, like, how do you... I don't get it. I'm over it. That's it. That's my little TED talk or whatever. Fuck you guys.
We are living in a time of famine, in the analogy of feast or famine. I mean, we're basically in a soft recession, is my take on the current market. And those that have lived through the 08 market and similar kind of understand that in certain times, it's not going to be easy. It will humble you, as you saw in that first clip. And in that second clip, you'll apply to all these things and you just won't hear back. Because even though they're urgently hiring, quote unquote, and you think that you can easily get a job, there's also 200 other people that think the same damn thing. So you have to basically compete for that job, and it may not feel fair, it may not be nice, and I'm not trying to discount what all these folks have been saying this entire video, but you really need to focus on specializing and doing things that will always have value in the market. You can't just float through, right? Having some type of unique skill, let's say in the second clip, I mentioned construction, like specializing in that and not just jumping from place to place does have value, and it will make you more employable if you have experience in one industry. I'm learning that myself. So it is, it's been a wild ride out there the last few months. I think it's probably going to continue to get worse into the end of the year, but I'm an optimist. I think in 2025, we're going to be looking real good. So let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment. Tons of videos I've linked here if you want to check out some other content. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, dropping a comment. I read every single one. And if you really liked it, join that, 1 to 2% of folks that end up subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Until the next one, peace.